So I am here in Folo, Illinois. This is the St. Peter Catholic Church. A little small place right behind it. I thought I would just come look at it really quick. It's not that many graves, so I'm actually here for a geocache that's right over there. And I know there's a cemetery back here, so that's like why I'm here. I thought I would just make this into a cemetery video. So far, it's looking like it's all older stuff though. Early 1900s, late 1800s. Looks like this one broke somehow though. Wait, maybe it's supposed to look like that? I'm not sure. Okay, we got a 1953 one here. It's not super new, but so far that's the newest. Even though we only just started looking, but I've kind of... Oh, 1989. I was kind of like looking at ones in the back rows too to see if I could find any newer ones. Just by skimming from over here. There are some newer ones. So we are near the Folo Antique Mall, which I have done a video on before. Yeah, I'm like waiting for that to reopen because I want to do another video there. And then in the Folo Auto Museum, I have been in there, but I've not done a video of that yet. They are on the same property. I feel like these are really low down in the ground. Really, isn't this supposed to be like standing up? 1918 to 1934. They were really young. I feel like they should be higher. Like, I feel like this is like one of the round ones that usually are pretty high up. Like, I feel like this should be standing up, so like the thing is at an angle. You know what I mean? I'm not sure why they're that low. So when I originally pulled up, I saw this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna record this. But then I was like, you know what? I gotta use the restroom first. So I started going to the gas station, which I knew was just right down the road, really close to here. And then one of the little side roads. Oh shit, he almost lived to be 100. Down one of the little side roads, a pit bull was standing in the middle of the road. And they quickly went in someone's yard and started like cutting through different yards. So I tried to follow him, and I went like around the corner. And then I saw a cop sitting in a parking lot. So I went up to him and was like, hey, so I think there's a lost dog over there. And he's just like cutting through yards and stuff. And then he like chuckled a little and was like, he's supposed to be there. Yeah, he lives in one of the houses and he just wanders around, went from house to house. So, okay, so I'm gonna finish this right half and then go to this, finish the left half. But it was kind of like interesting, like how calm the dog was and just going around. I got out and tried to get him, and he just looked at me and then just went off with his business, you know. Three years and 3 days. 1914 and 1935. Got a child in here. Doesn't say how old or even when they passed, but we got a baby in 1934. (1932 to 1939). So we're in Follow right now. I think I said already. It's a nice sound. It's definitely smaller than North August cities, I believe. I'm not sure what the population is, but I do know there's a lot of, like, there's more open land around here. Which doesn't necessarily mean it's like smaller population wise, because it could be twice the size of the town I live in and still have the same amount of people and like the same amount of area. I'm pretty sure it is smaller amounts of people. And there are a lot of businesses with larger areas in it. What I mean is, like, they sell ships here. They sell like motorboat. Geez, I can't speak right now. So they sell like motorboats, which that's kind of like a car dealership where that takes up a lot of space because you gotta have all these different ships lined up. 1923 to 1941. Like, I don't mean ships, you know, where not on the ocean. 1949 and 1952. I know they're for people taken to like lakes and stuff. So, then we also have the Frollo Antique Mall, which used to be a farm, and the original buildings still stand. And there's like 4 different malls for that. And then they also have the Auto Museum, which is a museum and they sell cars too. So that takes up quite a bit of space too. Gotta be in a few acres. And there is some like farming in the area, and then a lot of nature. Kind of like way back here. You can see there's a big building on the other side of the road, but good amount of nature. Now, what I'm gonna do is I will drop the town's population in the description. And we're also like really close to Lakemore, which I think is also small, so maybe we can try to figure out how to add a card in this video saying maybe. I'll for sure put it in the description, but (1965, 1999). So I wonder, there's only one date for each of these two, so I wonder if they were both infants when they passed. This one too, there's only one date. I remember in high school, I knew this guy with the last name McDonough, and but here we got only 2006 is all the date says. But so he and I, along with 2 other people, went to go get lunch. Just 3 years old, this one. So we went to go get lunch. It was a finals day. And the way it worked is we only had four classes for like one semester. And so when it came to finals, we would have 2 classes one day, then 2 classes the next day. I think we had like 2 hours for the finals, if I remember correctly. But I do know for lunch though, we had an hour in between each final. And the rule was if you were not in the class by the time the bell rang, you would have to wait until after the finals were already all finished and then go to the cafeteria and take the final there. There was this one time when we decided to go to Portillo's. If you do not know Portillo's, it's a really big, it's a chain. It started in Chicago, and it's like really good. They're starting to expand into more states now, but it's really big around here. So we went to Portillo's, which was, it was kind of like a drive from the school, probably like 15 minutes, because it was a town over. But they were closed. So then we were like, okay, so now what are we gonna get? Because that was our plan for lunch, and they're closed. We didn't realize that they did not open until 11, I believe. And I believe that the lunch was from like 9, or was it from like probably 10 until 11. Class probably started from like 8 until 10, and I don't know, anyway. So it was closed. We tried to go to McDonald's. It's only a year and a half old. So then we went to McDonald's. It was on the way back. And then we had to wait for our food, 1922 to 1939. So we were sitting there waiting. It took them a while. So by the time we got back to school, we only had like a minute or two. So we all sprinted into the school to get in class, and like when I got in class, the bell rang like 2 seconds later. It's 1950, 1952. I know I had him in at least one of my classes. Or you just like knew each other from other friends. But yeah, I do not think I would have known that this was here if I hadn't been looking for the geocache. Because originally I stopped at Folo. This is one right by there. They're doing some work there, so I decided I would go back some other time. Because, you know, I don't want to make anyone too suspicious or anything like that. Or even if they're not suspicious, they may just go out and see what I was looking at out of curiosity, and one of the geocaches ruined. But I can't wait for it all to open because I really want to record the Autumn Museum for sure, because I have not done that yet. And then just to walk around the antique mall. And then, yeah, so that was the whole cemetery. So, nothing much here. So it's Tuesday, May 5th, so Cinco de Mayo. And I will start geocaching now. So we get some horseshoe things right here.